Hey guys, it's JJ. Welcome back to the Texans franchise. We have another 3 games today. It's gonna be the penultimate episode of this season with games, and I'm excited for the offseason. We have 1 win until today, and I want to get a second one, but if we're not gonna have a second one, I am okay taking the number 1 overall spot. I want to draft this superstar corner. And for this first game, we have an injury to Titus Howard, turf toe. He's going to miss the week, and he's going to be out. So Austin Deculus is going to be the starter against the Cleveland Browns, who, have Myles Garrett. And we have had a sack issue. And we need to keep the quarterback clean and go with some extra preparation, and I hope it's gonna work out. We need to stay clear of Myles Garrett, who is probably gonna face Austin Deculus, so that's a mismatch of epic proportions. And this is going to be the return of the Predator, aka Deshaun Watson, with great throw power and great accuracies, great athleticism overall. They have Nick Chubb, one of the best running backs in the league, 99 break tackle, 98 carrying, 92 trucking, 94 stiff arm, and 92 speed as well. They traded for Amari Cooper last offseason, so they get him from Texas as well, from the other Texas team. Still a great route runner, even in his 30s. They have Myles Garrett, already talked about him, 98 power moves, 91 finesse moves, 91 block shedding, 96 strength compared with 91 acceleration, which is absolutely ridiculous. And then, the rest of the defense looks not as scary, but they have a lockdown corner in Denzel Ward. Great man and zone coverage abilities, not all that great in press. Still good, still above average, but just not as great as his cover skills down the field. And I think that this is probably a game we're gonna lose, because our offensive line is not going to be able to handle guys like Myles Garrett and Jadeveon Clowney. And apart from that, the Cleveland offensive line is absolutely great. They have a few awesome pieces and a few at least average pieces, but there is like no weakness on that offense. They have a great quarterback and some good receivers, but not a great support cast overall. This offense runs through Nick Chubb, and we're gonna have to stop him, and that's another point of our weakness here. We are horrible at run defense, and that is why I don't think this game is gonna go well for us, but I guess we'll see. Davis Mills is going to take the field first, and we're gonna start with a 3rd and 5 pass from the 44, and Mills motions in Justin Ross, who gets the target and catches it for a nice first down catch of 18 yards, and they are at the edge of field goal range with that catch. Great pass. Great recognition that the middle of the field is vacated. Davis Mills, 2nd and 10, gets it away. Brandon Cooks wide open, 12 yards, first down. Motion again for Justin Ross. And the target goes to Brandon Cooks, down to the 1. 25-yard connection with the deep threat. And he's showing it off. He's at 1,000 yards right now. 2nd and goal. Davis Mills, touchdown. Justin Ross wide open. And the Texans score first and keep the pocket clean from guys like Myles Garrett and Jadeveon Clowney. So Deshaun Watson is going to take the field now, and he is having a nice season. 19 touchdowns, 3 picks. That is ridiculously good. And we'll see how he's going to do against his former team. They start with close bunch right, and Watson has a clean pocket. No, he does not, and there's a fumble, but the Browns keep it. Nick Chubb picks it up, but that's still a huge loss. Deshaun Watson had a clean pocket for a long time, and then Malik Collins splits a double team, runs over the running back, and forces a fumble. Great play. So, yeah, they had to punt it after that, obviously. But 3rd and 6, and Davis Mills is off the mark for Brevin Jordan. So, punt back to the Browns, and Watson has a clean pocket once again. And he's going to vacate the pocket, run downfield, and get a nice pickup here from 37 to 37. And that's 26 yards on the ground. And now they are at the edge of the red zone, closing in on the end of the first quarter. Watson wide open over the middle, and that's a first down at the 3, and the quarter is over. 3rd and goal. From the 3, Deshaun Watson scrambling to his right, and he is taken off and running it in, diving into the end zone. Touchdown Browns, and they tie up this game at 7 to start the second quarter. Nice play by Watson on this one. Now the Texans are back out onto the field. Close bunch to the right, single receiver to the left. And the single receiver to the left is Brandon Cooks, who has 12 yards and a first down on the catch and run. 1st and 10, motion for Ross. Close bunch to the right again. Ross gets the ball and has a first down, and that's 13 yards at the edge of field goal range. Now 2nd and 8. Mills has a clean pocket, and he gets rid of it. Ross breaks 1 tackle, and that's 11 yards and a first down. Myles Garrett closing in on Mills there at the end. 3rd and 8. Mills, it's incomplete. Denzel Ward knocks it away. Great play by the defense. So that's going to be a 4th down and a field goal. 10-7 ball game, and the Browns are moving the sticks here on 3rd and 6. David Njoku. 1st down and 10 from the 37. Deshaun Watson open over the middle. And Chubb puts it on the ground. And Kirksey recovers. What a play by the defense. Heads up play here. Chubb was trying to wrestle away from this tackle. And then the hit stick comes in here by a DB. I think that's Desmond King. And he knocks the football loose. And Texans recover, take the field in Browns territory, as Mills is yet again on target for Justin Ross. Those two have a special connection. 18 yards on the deep cross here over the middle. 1st and 10, Davis Mills, 4-man pressure, gets it away before he's hit. Brandon Cooks down at the 3. Now they convert to a 1st and goal from the 1. And Mills, touchdown Texans. It's Justin Ross clearing the linebacker over the middle and hauling it in for a Texans touchdown at the end of the second half. They wasted all of that time to not give the Browns any more time in this half, and it's a 17-7 ball game, and somehow we have a chance. Somehow we're getting rid of the football a lot more quickly, so that we don't have to face Myles Garrett in the backfield there. And let's look at another game. This is the Jaguars playing in Detroit, and they're kind of losing, but it's kind of a losing effort anyway because both of those teams are out of playoff contention. For the Titans, they are in Philadelphia, and they might win this one, and that might get him back in the playoff races, but the Eagles are out ahead there in the NFC East. As Deshaun Watson is going down to start the 3rd quarter, and Jerry Hughes was in the backfield there. And then 3rd and 10, and they finally get a first down. That's caught by Amari Cooper. Nice catch. 2nd and 3. And Deshaun Watson has a man wide open. It's David Njoku, and he's got a first down, 10 yards. Move the sticks. 1st and 10, Deshaun Watson. Kept clean for a long time, but you got to get rid of it. Then there is Malik Collins again for his 2nd sack of the ball game. So that's going to add a field goal for the Browns because they had, they had a 4th down after that. And Texans moving the football, and right when the edge rush came in, he gets rid of it to Brandon Cooks, converts it 12 yards. Play action, and there is Myles Garrett in the backfield, and Mills goes down. That's what we're afraid of. 3rd and 16. Mills, and he gets it away to Nico Collins, and that is 15 yards, 4th down and 1. And they are going to kick this one with wind at their back. And this is a 63-yard field goal try, and it is good. 63 yards. Kaimi Fairbairn with the score. 20-10 two-score game. Deshaun Watson, 11 personnel. Chubb up the middle. And there is some horrible pursuit angles. Can you catch up to him? Chubb is gone. Touchdown Browns. It's 78 yards. And there is an injury on the play because Joel Bitonio is going to have to leave into the locker room. So one of their top offensive linemen is gone, and Mills is hit, but he gets it away anyway, and that's John Mechie, 1st down at the 40, 15 yards. 2nd and 10, Mills. Myles Garrett coming in again, and Brandon Cooks downfield on the post, and that's 25 yards again to the deep threat. And they are moving the football against Myles Garrett's will. 1st and 10, Davis Mills gets it away quickly to Brevin Jordan, and that's a 1st down, 13 yards. 2nd and 2 at the goal line. Blitz coming in. Mills is down, and that's Garrett in the backfield. 2nd sack for him on the day. And, well, that adds a field goal because we can recover from that. And there is a completion for Deshaun Watson over the middle, and Sheffield couldn't prevent it. So that's a 1st down. Trips to the left for Watson, and he is scrambling around, breaking tackles, running upfield, and he is down at the 35 at the edge of field goal range. And there is an injury to David Njoku. He's going to leave the game as well. 3rd and 8, Deshaun Watson gets it away into the end zone. Touchdown Browns, and they are taking the lead. Once upon a time, this was a 10-point lead for the Texans, and they just lost it. Gotta get it back. 5 minutes left in the half. John Mechie converts for 6 yards, or receives a catch for 6 yards. And this is Jadeveon Clowney leaving the game. So maybe we don't have all that unbelievable pass rush. And just as I said it, 4th down. Myles Garrett forces the fumble. Kenyon Green falls on the ball. But that was costly. Myles Garrett just straight up beating Austin Deculus from the get-go. And we got to punt it back to the Browns. There is an interception, and this is Derek Stingley on his way to the end zone. Touchdown! It's a pick 6. What a play by Derek Stingley. Knocking it to himself there. Watson throws it on the hitch route, and then Derek Stingley just right behind Darius Slayton and catches it off the rebound. Nobody there to stop him. And the lead is back in Houston for the Texans. And now they're going to go for 2 to make this a 7-point game. Mills gets it away. It's good. Brevin Jordan. 7-point game, 4 minutes and 10 seconds left on the clock. And the Texans are leading this Watson revenge game, as Watson has a play action shot down the field, and that is caught by Amari Cooper, who got behind Steven Nelson, and that is a 1st down and then some. 3rd and 5 now. Deshaun Watson has lots of time scrambling outside, and now he's just gonna take off and run it himself. Bad pursuit angles once again, and that's 24 more. Watson closing in on 100 yards on the ground. 2nd and goal. Chubb breaking tackles. Touchdown Browns. And this game is tied. Nick Chubb ties it at 31. And this is the 2-minute warning right here. We have exactly 2 minutes, and Davis Mills just missed his target badly. 2nd and 10. 3rd and 10. Mills gets it down the field, but it is overthrown for Brandon Cooks and the entire defense. So they punt it back to Watson. Watson throws it down the field and it is broken up. Nice play by Steven Nelson and Jalen Petre. 1st and 10 now after the punt for Mills. On the post, it's Cooks, and that's a first down, 12 yards. Timeout taken by the Texans, 46 seconds left. Now 41 seconds left, 2nd and 10 for Mills. Garrett approaching him, but he gets the throw away, and Brevin Jordan is down there in field goal range. Timeout taken by the Texans once again. 35 seconds left, 1 timeout. 1st and 10, Justin Ross converts, 18 yards. Quick dart there, and they're gonna go hurry up and try to get this thing closer to the end zone. Davis Mills, and he gets it away before Garrett can get to him, and it's a touchdown. It's Brevin Jordan, and the Texans take the lead with 9 seconds on the clock. What a drive for Davis Mills, getting it away so quickly. Myles Garrett won every single one of those matchups, and he couldn't get to Mills in time either way. Deshaun Watson is impacted, and that's incomplete on the Hail Mary attempt, and the Texans are gonna win this game 38-31. We just torched this Browns defense. They didn't have the star power to make some impact on this offense, or I mean, they did, because the amount of pressure that Davis Mills had in his face from Myles Garrett was unbelievable. Every play is just a quick win for Myles Garrett, but we were able to just get rid of the football quickly enough. And Mills has a flawless 3 touchdown, no interception performance. Deshaun Watson in his return, kind of an average performance. Nick Chubb, 104 yards and 2 scores. We couldn't stop him. They should have ran it a lot more than that. But we could not get the run game going ourselves. That was horrible. And then Justin Ross and Brandon Cooks, each 113 receiving yards. So both of them closing in on 1,000. Actually, Brandon Cooks already got it with that. And John Mechie, finally a day without drops. 45 yards. He converted the important ones that we needed. Defensively, we have... yeah, Myles Garrett was in the backfield way too much. 3 sacks for this guy. 2.5 sacks for Malik Collins. And a half sack split between Jonathan Grenard and Jerry Hughes. Yeah, Myles Garrett is just unstoppable. And we had our backup tackle. And even Titus Howard wouldn't have done much against Garrett, but... yeah, Daculus was a freaking liability. And then the interception. I think this is the point when the game turned, because the Browns were getting back on top before that, and then we punted the ball away, and on 1st down, Deshaun Watson throws a pick 6 to the rookie corner. So awesome stuff there for Derek Stingley, getting a pick 6 and an interception here. Yeah, Ross Blacklock gets an upgrade. It's kind of an okay one. Justin Ross, after that performance, 2 touchdowns, 113 yards, and he gets a lot of upgrades. I love it. Even some route running, that's nice. And I think he's coming along nicely. He has now 80 short and medium route running. His deep route running, not that great, but his catching ratings are unbelievable because he's catching everything. And Derek Stingley, wow, what a game. He was kind of locked down. He allowed, I think, 2 bigger completions to Amari Cooper in that entire game, but apart from that, he was locked down. And yeah, we win this game. We have a 2-10 record now, and we needed to win this game for this scenario, but we also needed to stop the sacks, and we just allowed 3 sacks today, which is really not a lot. But yeah, we allowed 3 sacks, so that means that we're not gonna get the scenario. Brent Sawyer, 21 years old. This is the 3rd guy we put our focus scouting on. He has great to elite strength and good athleticism all around, and he has lots of A and B grades across the board there. the two kind of weaknesses are the run block and pass block finesse, and that's okay. But let's get on to the next game. Jalen Petre is going to be injured in this one. Turf toe for him as well. So we're going to see Terrence Brooks, the backup free safety, in there. And Kenyon Green gets an upgrade from that training. He has gotten a few ones, but I think that the most important ratings are not upgrading all that much. So we're going to see how that's going to go. The Texans are going to face the Cowboys now. It's the game, the battle for Texas, and they still have Dak, they still have Zeke, they still have CD with his awesome abilities, route running wise and catching wise. He's just doing everything so well, and he's kind of unstoppable. But we're gonna try. On the defense, they have DeMarcus Lawrence. The rest of the pass rush or the defensive line doesn't look that great, but DeMarcus Lawrence is strong. Just like Micah Parsons, the linebacker slash edge rusher, who has unbelievable athleticism. And yeah, great linebacking abilities as well if he drops back there. Trayvon Diggs is their star corner. They also have Leighton Vander Esch roaming over the middle. But apart from these few players, the defense looks kind of average. So we're going to see how they are going to fare against this Texans offense that just put 38 points on the board. And the Texans are going to wear the alternate jerseys or uniforms. I love those of the Texans. It's just a beautiful color, the red one. And the blue accents and the white accents there, the white pants. It just looks amazing. And yeah, let's get back to the game. The Cowboys are featuring an unbelievably explosive offense with a great offensive line, some nice playmakers. Even Tony Pollard, the second running back, is great, and I think probably better than every running back we have. And for the defense, the Texans are probably gonna struggle with Trayvon Diggs there in coverage. He's just great, and he's always an interception. He's a ball hawk and an interception risk, so if you throw his way, you gotta make sure that it's gonna be caught by your guy and not their guy. But we're gonna start this game with the Cowboys offense, and there is Michael Gallup, the second receiver, and behind CeeDee Lamb, and he catches it, and they're already marching down there across midfield down to the 25. Play action shot for Prescott, and that's caught. And Stingley allows the completion there to Gallup again. And that's 2 catches, and he's now at over 40 yards already to start this game. Dak Prescott, that's CeeDee Lamb, touchdown Cowboys. And they are taking the lead in this battle for Texas. And Dak Prescott just marched down the field, and the Texans defense had no chance of stopping them at all. Davis Mills, he's gonna come onto the field now, and we're gonna see how they're gonna do against this Cowboys defense. Again, we have a great edge rusher coming off the right end, or off the right tackle, but at least we got Titus Howard back now, as Justin Ross has his first completion of the day. That's 11 yards. Now handoff to Dameon Pierce, and nowhere to go. It's Tristan Hill with a great run stop, losing 3 yards in the process. 2nd and 13. Mills has man in the backfield, and that's a fumble, and DeMarcus Lawrence recovers, and that's a 32-yard recovery touchdown for the Cowboys. It's 14-0 already, as Tristan Hill forced that fumble, I think. Now the Texans running to the outside, Marlon Mack, and that's a nice run, 14 yards. They're going to move the sticks. I formation now, and nowhere to go for Pierce. It's Hill in the backfield again. He even broke the first tackle and still lost a couple of yards. Parsons there to stop him from getting positive yardage. 3rd and 6. On the same set of downs, but nowhere to go. Brandon Cooks perfectly covered. It's knocked away. And this is a 59-yard field goal try for Fairbairn. And they're going to try to kick this one inside. There's wind in Jerry World. That doesn't seem realistic. And it falls short. And that means short field for the Cowboys. That one should have been in. But it falls a little bit short. And the Cowboys have a short field now. Cowboys, Dak Prescott under pressure goes down. Jerry Hughes gets him back there. 13-yard loss. 2nd and 23. And they're just going to run it. And Zeke breaks a tackle, gets the first down, runs away from the defense, and finally caught up to after a 40-yard run. Are you kidding me? You just allowed them to convert a 2nd and 23. Are you kidding me? And Dak goes down again. It's Desmond King in the backfield on the dime blitz. On the nickel blitz, I'm sorry. 2nd and 18. And Dak gets it away. And that's intercepted for Derek Stingley. And he is getting caught up to after a few yards of return. But what an interception by Derek Stingley. He is balling out now. He had 1 interception all year, and now he has 2 in 2 games. And he just jumps this route by Michael Gallup on the hitch there and takes it away. 3rd and 9 coming up for Mills now, and he has nowhere to go. That's double coverage. It's knocked away from Cooks. There is a flag down. It's going to be holding on the offensive line. And that drive is over. No points off the turnover. Gotta get points off turnovers, man. Now you're just gonna have to do damage control as Gallup breaks a tackle. Finally put down at the 50, but he's closing in on 100 yards already, and we're not even done with the first quarter. Dak Prescott gets it away. Dalton Schultz tackled by Kirksey. 16 yards nonetheless, and Prescott is at 6 of 7 for 91 yards. And now he has a play action boot to the left. And runs to the outside, throws it to the end zone, and that is a fumble, and the Texans are going to recover. Wow, what a play. First, Dak Prescott scrambles to the outside because he was going to get sacked. Then he throws it off balance into the end zone, but he had to come back for it. So he's at the 1 yard line trying to fight in, and then the fumble is forced, and Mills has got to convert this 3rd and 7, man. And Brevin Jordan, that ball should have been a little bit more upfield. 4th down and 1, and you can't go for it there. So they have to punt it back. Once again, no points off the turnover. We had a chance, but this Dallas run defense is no joke, and we can't move the football at all. Play action, fake, and there is Eric Murray in the backfield, the strong safety, getting a sack on Dak. 2nd and 18 now for Dak Prescott, and he's just gonna get the yardage back and then some. James Washington down at the 1 yard line. What a play by Washington. And now goal line personnel, fullback dive, touchdown Cowboys. And now this game feels like it's over. Ryan Nall with the score, the fullback. And 3rd and 10 coming up now. We can't move the football at all. And this is actually caught. What is happening? 19 yards to Justin Ross on an unbelievable catch. And now we just lost Laramie Tunsil for the day. Marlon Mack, finally somewhere to run through. And that's 10 yards, getting a first down. He's the only one to get any rushing yardage. I think up to this point, 1.5 quarters in, pulled groin, by the way, for Tunsil, so he's not going to come back for a while. That's a few games. And Dameon Pierce, up until now, I think he had only negative rushing attempts. And now it's 4th down and 2. Dameon Pierce out to the outside there with the goal line personnel. And they move the sticks, and that's his first positive yardage of the day, rushing. And just in case you missed it, John Mechie dropped another pass, and that meant we had to go for it in 4th down. back then, but we can't go for it on 4th down now because that's an overthrow and it's 4th and 5. So we're just going to take a field goal, get on the board, and give it back to the Cowboys. 5-man pressure on the zone blitz. And Steven Nelson lost his assignment in cover 3 there. It's a touchdown for the Cowboys, and this game is over. It is so over. This Texans offense can't move the football at all, and the Cowboys are scoring almost at will. 2nd and 10. Mills, out route. John Mechie making it up there, getting the first down finally. 1st and 10. Mills. 4-man pressure is coming in, and he gets it away to Brevin Jordan, and that's 17 yards. 3rd and 10. Can't move the football again on 1st and 2nd down. Gets it away, and that's caught by Brevin Jordan just ahead of the sticks. And we just lost AJ Cann to an injury as well, so that's 2 backups in. Blitz coming in for Mills. Gets it away. Cooks breaks a tackle, runs it to the outside, and there is 25 seconds left on the clock. Gotta get the touchdown here. Mills throws it to Ross. Get the first down at the 1. Timeout taken by the Texans. 1 left. 19 seconds on the clock. Gotta get the touchdown now. Can't run. Can't take a sack. 1st and goal. Mills gets it away. Touchdown Texans. It's Justin Ross. And he's got the score. Finally, some good news. And they moved the sticks, but they had to throw it all the time again. And that's just not a recipe that's going to work against this defensive line because actually, apart from DeMarcus Lawrence, it's kind of average. But DeMarcus Lawrence is good. And on the contrary, like not like the Browns, the Texans, the Cowboys actually have a good linebacking unit in coverage. And that is something that makes it really hard to throw over the middle, which we did a lot against the Browns. And so, yeah, 3rd and 11 to start the 3rd quarter. And it's caught by Ross! Gets away from the defense for a moment. And that's 29 yards. Nice catch and run. Nice throw over the head of the linebackers there. And they are moving the sticks finally. Handoff. Dameon Pierce running. 11 yards. First down. And the Texans move the sticks again. Now, can you get into the end zone? Mills gets it away. Broken up on 3rd and 6. And that's what I mean. We can't get away with this stuff against the Cowboys when we did against the Browns. And that means we had to take a field goal instead of trying for a touchdown. Because Brevin Jordan would have had the first down. And there is a penalty on the Texans defense. It's Jerry Hughes on the roughing the passer call. And that moves the Cowboys up 15 yards. And Dalton Schultz wide open. And that's another 16 yards to him. First down for Schultz. Now they're at the 25. Dak Prescott, and he gets it away in time, on rhythm. 14 yards to James Washington. And now they're down to the goal line at the 1-inch yard line. And Dak is going down! He did not see this coming. Garrett Wallow, backup linebacker, and he takes down the quarterback. 2nd and goal. Prescott. Is he gonna get his guy? It's a touchdown. It's Dalton Schultz on the corner route. And that was actually not Stingley's assignment. That was Christian Kirksey's assignment as the cover guy for a tight end. And he had the outside zone there. And now Brandon Cooks can't hang on that deep ball, even though it was perfectly placed over his head. And on the very next play, Davis Mills goes down. And that's not a fumble, but a sack for Tristan Hill, who is having a great game. He's playing out of his mind. Davis Mills, play action, shot, pressure coming in, and he can't get it cleanly to Justin Ross. 3rd and 18. Davis Mills gets it away and off the mark again. And that's again for Justin Ross. He was open all day. We're into the 4th quarter, but it doesn't matter anymore. It's 35-13. We have not a chance at all. They're going to add a field goal after that TFL or that sack there. And now Davis Mills goes down 4th and 7. And they go with offset I. And Mills gets it away. And that's almost intercepted. Intended for Brevin Jordan. That day is done. And there is yet another touchdown for James Washington after another turnover on 4th down. And the game is now really, really over. 4 minutes left. Just going to try for a touchdown here. And there's a nice corner route for Brandon Cooks. And that's a conversion of 35 yards. And Cooks is having a nice day with a few receptions here and there. Mills. And now he has his target perfectly. That's Justin Ross over the middle, 23 yards. Mills at the goal line from the 1. Blitz is picked up, and that's a touchdown for Ross. And the Texans score again. That's another score for Ross here, who is having a great season. Closing in on 1,000 yards as well. I think he's at 850 now, or something like that after this game. But we had no chance in this game. We even had 2 turnovers forced by our defense, but those were just 2 like random plays. We had a few sacks, but every time Dak Prescott was sacked, they got a 25-yard connection the next play, and it was over by then. So yeah, Prescott 22 of 25, only 2 incompletions, 1 interception, 4 touchdowns. Davis Mills had a pretty awful day at the office. Actually, he didn't have an awful day, but he missed a few throws here and there that would have helped a lot. And Justin Ross had a great day, 136. Brandon Cooks had 93 again. And John Mechie once again had another drop that almost cost us a possession. We converted the 4th down, but this guy needs to get it together, man. 2 sacks for Desmond King on the nickel blitzes there. Tristan Hill had a massive day. And yeah, we were able to force a lot of pressure on blitzes. Not on from the defensive line itself, but on blitzes they got confused. And the 1 interception by Derek Stingley. Nice day for him. Terrence Brooks, in the absence of what's his name? Jalen Petre, had a forced fumble, so that's nice. And yeah, Laramie Tunsil is going to be out for 3 games. So he's going to be back only for the season finale, but he's going to miss the next 3 games. And yeah, that's not great news because he's our best player. And with him, at least 1 edge was kind of sealed. And yeah, Chiefs are our next opponents. I don't have much hope for this game, but we'll see how this is gonna go. We're gonna try to be confident and try to give it a raw, and maybe we can hang in there. Maybe we can force a turnover again, and maybe Patrick Mahomes is not gonna make the best decisions today, but we'll see. He still is a monster of a quarterback, 6'3", standing tall in the pocket with 98 throw power and great accuracies across the board. Elite deep ball, great ability moving around in the pocket and outside of structure. They still have Travis Kelce, but their receiving core is kind of weak now. Juju Smith-Schuster is the top guy there. I think they have MVS, if I remember correctly. Their defense looks kind of promising. They have Chris Jones, they have Frank Clark. So 2 nice pass rushers. They get George Karlaftis in there, a rookie edge rusher as well. They have a couple young linebackers that are up and coming. And then Trent McDuffie and L'Jarius Sneed as the cornerbacks. And a couple okay safeties. So it's not a horrible defense, but it's not a great defense either. They just have a few nice players. And especially at that, a few young nice players that can still develop and get better in the coming years. But yeah, Davis Mills, He needs to step it up here as well. He had a few incompletions that would have been nice gains in that last game against the Cowboys. But I guess if you have such a good day against the Browns, I think with those ratings, you're bound to have a worse day than that. And I think it's good that we got it out of the system against an opponent that really doesn't matter for anything. And we're just gonna try to give it our best. And we start with empty here. 2nd and 3. Mills gets it away. John Mechie running away from the defense. There is the speed. And he has 15 yards on the conversion. Now they spread out the defense. And Davis Mills has a 5-man pressure. Gets it away right there where the blitz was coming from. Brandon Cooks. Nice conversion. And that's a nice pickup of about 15 yards for the deep threat on the crossing route here. 2nd and 11 after a TFL on the run. Mills gets it away after a pressure came in, and he gets it away to Justin Ross, and that is yet another completion. Now they spread out the defense again. Justin Ross in motion, 4-man pressure. Mills gets it away, and this is Justin Ross again. That's a first down, 21 yards. And Davis Mills starts off 5 of 5 for 77 yards. 1st and goal for Mills. Motion for Ross. And he is the target. Touchdown Texans. And Ross has another touchdown. Hits 5th touchdown in 3 games. Unbelievable stuff from Ross there. And Davis Mills 6 of 6 for a perfect start on the opening drive, as Mahomes is going to get onto the field now. 32 touchdown passes already. He's trying to crack 40. Hopefully not today. 2nd and 10. They spread out the defense, and Clyde Edwards-Helaire drags a couple defenders with him. 11 yards and a first down. 2nd and 10. 2 tight ends to the right, 2 receivers to the left. And Mahomes goes down! And Rasheem Green is in the backfield. That's a nice play. 3rd and 8 now for the Texans after the punt. And Mills gets it away, and Mechie has another drop. Are you kidding me? And they have to punt it back to the Chiefs. Still a 7-0 game, but it's never too good to give Mahomes the ball, as he is sacked on another zone blitz. Blake Cashman in the backfield. 3rd and 11. And there's another blitz, and he did not see this one coming. Blitz is not picked up by Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Jerry Hughes clean off the edge there. And that is a sack. And the Texans are going to go back to the field. The Chiefs are actually the 1 seed right now, so this would be a major upset if the Texans pull this off, keeping this lead intact. Dameon Pierce up the middle. Shakes off one defender. That's 12 yards, 13 yards, call it. And first down for Pierce. Now they go empty backfield. Mills gets it away right where the blitz came from. And Marlon Mack has a conversion. That is 14 yards. 3rd and 10 now. Blitz is coming in. Mills gets it away. Ross is the only open target, and that's only 5 yards. But it got him closer to field goal range, and that adds 3 points. So now it's a 2-score game on Mahomes, who is holding on to the ball way too long. And this is almost intercepted. It is! Steven Nelson just knocked it away. And Jalen Petre, I don't know what happened there, but somehow Steven Nelson ends up with the ball in his hands. What a play. Unbelievable pick. Mahomes throwing off his off balance, and then Steven Nelson just tips it away to himself, and Petre almost broke it up. Oh my god. The I formation now for Pierce getting to the outside, and that's a nice start to the possession after the interception. That's 10 yards and a first down. 1st and 10. Motion, and there is too much time for this pass rush to get in there, as Chris Jones is injured, and he is going to leave the game into the locker room. If he doesn't come back, this is a major weakness for the Chiefs. Mills gets it away, corner route, perfectly executed. It's Brandon Cooks, 18 yards, first down, Texans, and that's closing in on the red zone now. 1st and 10, close bunch to the right, 4-man pressure. Mills gets it away, Brandon Cooks, and he's got the first down again. It's 11 yards, and now down to the 6. 2nd and goal. Mills, touchdown! It's Justin Ross. 6 touchdowns in 3 weeks. He is just open so much, and I can't even believe that. Pat Mahomes, after this touchdown that should have led to a 3-score lead, but the Texans missed the extra point, and Hughes is in the backfield again there, combining with Jonathan Grenard. So they have to punt it back to the Texans. Let's add even more to this lead as Mechie has the catch. We're closing in on the 2-minute warning, and it is right here. 2nd and 8. Mills has a man not really open, but at least he made the catch. John Mechie, close coverage, still caught it. 2nd and 10. Mills gets it away, caught by Brevin Jordan. 14 yards. And now they're going to go hurry up. They're trying to score some more points. Pressure coming in. 6-man pressure, getting it away. And Jordan broke a tackle. And he's got at least 7 yards. 2nd and 3 coming up. And they're going to go hurry up again. Still using 11 personnel. Mills gets it away. On the edge there is John Mechie, and that's going to convert at least 4 yards there. Timeout Texans, 51 seconds on the clock. 60-0 still, but you can make this a 3-score game. 2nd and 10, play action shot. 4-man, 5-man pressure. And this is overthrown, and it is intercepted. What are you doing? It's Justin Reed, the ex-Texan of all people. Davis Mills overthrows his target there on the post route. I think it was John Mechie, who was wide open. And just behind him is Justin Reed. Oh, that's a costly mistake. That would have been a 3-score lead. And now it's just a 16-0 game, and we have another injury there. Kenyon Green, not going to come back in this game, bruised sternum, but at least he's going to be back for the next game. It's not going to be a multi-game injury, as the Cowboys are beating down the Jaguars even worse than they did beat us. And in Minnesota, the Vikings just got beat by the Colts, and badly at that. Jonathan Taylor, 150 and 2 touchdowns. And even Michael Pittman had 67 and a score in that win. I think there's a lot more scores to go around and a 41-point outing. But to start the second half, it's going to be Jerry Hughes with a huge TFL. So the Chiefs are backed up. They get a few yards back, make it 3rd and 10. Now they have wide open Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he's got the first down, 25 yards. And Mahomes is not even at 100 yards today. So this secondary is doing its job. As Edwards-Helaire has nowhere to go, and there is a fumble. But the Chiefs keep it somehow. He fell back on it right there and then and there. 3rd and 10. And Pat Mahomes tries to scramble. Throws, and it's off his lineman's head, I think. So they have to punt it back to the Texans. And Mills has a screen set up there to the outside, an orbit screen, and that is Justin Ross getting 11 yards. And that is actually a run and not a pass, because it was a backward pass. 3rd and 10, Mills has a man, but that's just not open. That was a horrible mistake. John Mechie covered up by like 4 guys. And now this is Edwards-Helaire getting 13 yards after the punt back. And now 2 tight ends to the left, 2 receivers to the right. Pat Mahomes gets it away. And there is an open tight end. And that is a fumble, but it's out of bounds. Oh my God, that could have meant everything to this Texans offense. But Gray somehow just fumbled it out of bounds. First and 10, Juju, and that's a huge hit, but he got the first down nonetheless. First and 10 for Mahomes, 4-man pressure. You got to get in there at some point, but that's a conversion as well. And the Chiefs just keep moving the ball. And now they hand it off. No, they don't. It's play action, and the defense smelled it. And that is a huge play for the Texans defense there. Garrett Wallow and Jalen Petre in the backfield. 3rd and goal now from the 8. They got to throw it. Mahomes at the back pylon, and Kirksey can't contain his zone. And that's a touchdown for McCole Hardman. Chiefs finally on the board. And I think that puts Mahomes over 100 receiving yards on the day. Passing yards on the day. Beautiful catch there by McCole Hardman. And now they're going to go for 2 to make this a 1-score game. And Edwards-Helaire, he's got it. And there is an injury. It's Derek Stingley. Oh, that hurts. Coverage was so tight today. And he and Steven Nelson did a great job on these receivers. Oh, that hurts a lot. But he's not going to come back in this game. 2nd and 12. Mills gets it away. Wide open. John Mechie down the field. And he's out of bounds at the 35. And that is a huge conversion. That is 42 yards. And Mechie is finally showing what he can do. 3rd and 6 now after they couldn't run it in. And Brevin Jordan just came back for it. 4th down and 3. And they're going to go for it. We're in the 4th quarter, and you can't beat the Chiefs by playing conservative. And what happened? There was a perfect slant route by Mechie, and he just dropped it wide open on the goal line. Are you kidding me, man? This guy needs to be cut. Like, are you serious? And now Edwards-Helaire is running down the field. A huge gain. Wow. What is happening, man? That's 58 yards. And they are at the goal line. A minute after John Mechie dropped it. It's read option. Mahomes, it's a keeper. And that's a touchdown. And they have a chance to tie this game. What are you doing, John Mechie? You could have iced this game. Made it a 2-score game. And a minute later, Mahomes has a 2-point try to tie it. Are you kidding me? Pat Mahomes running it into the end zone, even breaking a tackle of Petre there, and there he is at the goal line, and even then he fell forward. 2-point try. Mahomes scrambling to the outside off his back foot, and it's incomplete. At least that is not happening. It's still a 2-point lead, but this could have been a 2-score lead, not a 2-point lead, as Dameon Pierce nowhere to go. They are just not going to run out this clock. 3rd and 10. Mills. Perfect. No! Brandon Cooks was wide open. And Mills missed the throw. Oh my God. What is this Texans team doing? Mahomes. Perfect on Kelsey, who was covered up the entire day. I think that's his first catch. You're kidding. And there's another injury. It's Ross Blacklock now, and he's going into the locker room. So we are down a defensive tackle as well, not just 2 offensive linemen here. 3rd and 8. Mahomes gets it away. And this should have been picked up, to be honest, by Tavier Thomas. But at least it's a 4th down. 55-yard field goal try. And it is good. Just barely sneaked inside. And the Chiefs are taking the lead. And now the Texans have to go down the field again. What are you doing, John Mechie? And then the overthrow by Mills. Are you kidding me, man? The only guy that's playing straight up here is Justin Ross. And I guess Brandon Cooks also has a fine day. 2nd and 10. Mills taken down. Nobody open. 3rd and 15. And this just got a whole lot harder. 3rd and 15. 2 minutes and 20 seconds on the clock. Mills gets it away. It's caught by Brevin Jordan. They're at the edge of field goal range. And this is still maybe happening. 2 backs in the backfield. Motion for Cooks. Mills taken down. He's sacked. And that is another injury for the offensive line. AJ Cann is leaving again. Wow, the injuries are piling up on this Texans team. 3rd and 13. Mills is sacked. No, he's not, but he got rid of it. That's a 58-yard try. You can still get that, but if he got sacked, that would have been game over. And this does not look good. Fairbairn, it's not even close. And there is only 90 seconds left. And because of the injury to AJ Cann, we just lost a timeout. You are kidding me, right? Wow. That ending couldn't suck any harder. Because this game is over. That was the last timeout. And the Chiefs can just run out this clock. Unreal. Seriously, unreal. If we get the slant touchdown there to John Mechie, who was wide open on the goal line, he would have already been inside the end zone. That would have been a 2-score game, and we were so consistent, shutting down Mahomes' receivers. Unbelievable. And then one play later, Clyde Edwards-Helaire has like a 50-yard run, and a couple plays later, Mahomes has a read option and takes it himself, breaks a tackle, gets into the end zone. I can't believe that happened. As Justin Ross once again has a great day, but John Mechie, at the end of this game, like, I was so close to just flat out cut him, because you can't do that. That's the NFL. And that just cost us a game. And he has had drops in critical situations in past games. In past games where we had a 1-score deficit and we could have won the game if he made the catch. Stuff like that. And I mean, this offense is far away from good. But if you can't move the chains when you're wide open, then what good are you? He's a good route runner, but if he doesn't catch the football when he's supposed to, then it doesn't help that he's wide open, because I can't throw to him then anymore. I can't trust him anymore. And yeah, for now he's gonna stay on the team. It's just 3 games left in this season, but like, if he doesn't get it together by next preseason, I'm gonna cut him, because this is not how you do it in the NFL. And yeah, we couldn't win this game. It's a 1-point loss. And yeah, of course, I missed the extra point and I missed a 58-yard field goal, but with that field goal, this was a 7 miles per hour wind left to right to left, so this was a hard kick anyway. And yeah, I missed it badly. I shanked it. But what's to say that Mahomes wouldn't have just gone down the field again? That's gonna do it for this episode. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe for more Texans franchise. See you in the next episode. Until then, spread some love.